Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to inoculate logs with shiitake mushrooms. I did this as part of a new class that I created called Herbal Plant Production, but we're kind of expanding out of herbs into some other crops or things that we could sell on a small farm. So before we get to drilling the holes, we have to think about what kind of wood do we need for shiitake mushrooms. And different strains require different types of wood. Usually oak is going to be the first thing that mushroom companies will tell you will work well. But in my experience, I've also used sweet gum and tulip poplar and have found that those do well for shiitake mushrooms. Here in Oklahoma, we also have hackberry, and we're going to be experimenting with that as well to see if that does as well as sweet gums. So typically we want to use logs from a newly cut tree, and we're doing this when the tree is dormant because we want the nutrients that were in the leaves to be in the trunk of the trees for the shiitakes to be able to feed on. So we selected logs that were about 4 to 8 inches in diameter because you get a year of mushroom production for every inch in diameter. So we're gonna want to put some earplugs in before we do this because it does get a little bit loud, and then safety glasses as well. And then we're just gonna drill a few holes in our log. Typically we wanna space our holes at 4 to 6 inches apart in a diamond pattern. And apply a little bit of pressure when you're drilling, but you don't have to do it like a drill. It kind of does its own.
Working with the angle grinder was a new experience. It's a lot of hands-on experience when I'm learning from classes like these, and it makes me ready to implement them more in my career.
I do have experience with power tools. I used to weld when I was in high school. This class is covering herbs and how we grow them from seed and what we can make with them in the end. So like lotions, medicinal uses, foods, all the things. And so it's really cool to see.
So the next step in the process is to put our inoculum into the log. We're using a strain of shiitake that is called West Wind. And we're using this one because it's supposed to be a little bit more heat and drought tolerant. And because where we're located in Oklahoma, we tend to get more heat and wind. We're gonna test this out and see how it does. So we've got our inoculum transferred into a container. So this is sawdust in here. The strands of the mycelium are growing on this sawdust. And then this is what we are going to load into the log. So we have an inoculator. The tip is the same depth as our stop bit on the angle grinder. And we're just gonna put it into our mix, kind of stab it down in there. And then you're going to place it over your hole that you drilled and just punch it. There's different inoculators that you can get. You can get some that are with your thumb, or there's the dowels that we talked about before where you would just put it in the hole and tap it with a hammer. You want this to be firm because you want to have plenty of mycelium in the log so that you have good colonization. Give it a good pop.
This is something I think I would use outside of class. I do like to grow my own herbs and vegetables at home. And so getting the experience with the mushrooms will be very interesting to see if I can replicate it at home.
These hands-on experience that she has given us helps me to understand at a more deeper level.
So the next step in the process, once we've got our holes inoculated, is to cover them with wax. So we're gonna be using a food grade wax, cheese wax. We've got it melted in the crock pot, and then we're going to use a shoe polish dauber to apply it to the hole. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to hold moisture in the log and in the mycelium to prevent it from drying out. In addition to covering the holes with wax, we're also gonna cover the ends and any cuts or places where you removed a limb. Because again, we wanna make sure that we're holding in as much moisture as possible in our log. Now that we've got all the holes covered with wax, we need to talk about where we're going to put this log. So you want to select a spot that's not going to be too hot or sunny. So we're going to be putting our logs under the understory of some trees so that we can get some shade in the summertime. We also want to think about keeping these logs moist. So for us, we're going to use a drip irrigation system because we're probably going to end up with about 20 logs. But for the homeowner, you can simply water your log during a dry spell with your hose. And then you should be able to expect mushrooms within about a year.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.